Hello, friends. Hope you all are well in this timing. Today, we are going to talk something interesting. Today, we are going to talk about a bit part of some innovative, you can say the method, you can say the approach in the learning procedure. The academics, especially in the form of the listening in the English language, playing a very vital role, and so on. Today, we are going to talk about the skills for a good listener. Always remember that a good listener is a good learner, and so on. What are the sources we can have, we can imply, we can cultivate to boost up the learning procedure? And as a part of that, we add one more portion, that is a listening to the educational film. Let's talk before to start something on the educational films, some glimpses on the listening skill. Now, always remember, a good listener, I have already asked you about that one. A good listener is a good learner. So, if you want to accumulate with any kind of the atmosphere, any kind of a new any kind of a new learning environment, at that time you need some interesting level. The traditional chalk and talk method, the traditional learning procedure makes a learning little bit monotonous. And if there is a part of monotonous in a learning process, then it would be very difficult for us to solve that all the problems. And for that, we are here to discuss some interesting way of learning procedures to as an classroom practitioner, as a facilitator, what you can do better, what you can do the best from your way. So let's talk about something, a glimpse on the listening. The first thing is that listening is the most important part. Definitely, if you cannot listen the things in the proper way, if you cannot understand the meaning, if you cannot comprehend the words in the proper manner, what exactly it means to say, what exactly it wants to convey you, then it would be difficult for us to react on that particular position. And that is why, if you remark that in near about all the universities at their initial stages, they introduce the communication skills. Because if you are good with your communication skills, then you can have a better exposure towards your discipline, towards your any kind of the fraternity. We probably spend more time using our listening. It is but obvious. Most of the time, if you introspect yourself, if you think about yourself, just think once how many hours you spend in your speaking sessions or in your speaking timings. Definitely very rare, very less. Why it happens? Because we try to listen someone, and that is a good quality. If you listen someone, then you are going to take something very interesting or as a part of a knowledge as well, because no one is perfect, we know that also. So maximum timing we are utilizing ourselves to listen someone, and from that we have to learn. Real listening is always active. How it is active? If we talk about that one, if you are listening your lectures in your classroom, the students are learning in the classroom, at that time they are too much conscious. At that time they are attentive, because they have to grasp something, they have to remember it. So if that notion comes in the mind, then it would be a very active procedure. And always, if the listening is active, then only the result or the output will be good. Listening requires attention. As I told you, if you are not attentive, just take an example. We listen many things, any kind of the words, try to touch your ears, That becomes listening. We have categorized that one hearing and listening, and that one, that is okay, that is fine, it is true. But at the same time, what happens if you listen a lot of things, but you remember what exactly you want? It means what? It means nothing, but you were very attentive towards that gist, towards that concept, because you want to inculcate, you want to, you know, inhabit in your memory, and that is why that plays a vital role. Now talk about the effective listening. These are the basic steps of the listening. But if we talk about the effective listening, as I told you, listening requires attention. But at the same time, effective listening is the process of analyzing sound, organizing them into the recognizable patterns, interpreting the patterns, and understand the message by inferring the meaning. See what happens. There are the various slangs. There are various kinds of accent. And because of that, what happens? Sometimes we confused. We cannot catch that sound. We cannot appropriate react because we are not habituated with that. It's not matter to worry, but you have to understand that one, because we are not habituated. And if we are not habituated, because this is all about the practice only. So what the basic requirement, what the basic thing is that you have to catch the sound, and for that it is very essential. If you watch a movie from American accent, if you watch a movie from the Australian accent, and if you watch a movie from Russian accent, Russian English, you definitely feel, the minute observations in accent, in the pronunciation. This happens because we are not practicing in that particular mode. So the thing is that if you catch the sound in the proper manner, if you are attentive listener, as well as if you are focused attentively, consciously on that particular portion, then only you can catch the sound. So effective listening is that also. The second thing is that many of the problems we experience with the people in our daily lives are primarily attributes to ineffective listening or lacks. What happens? Suppose you can take, if you are in a market and too much sounds, from the everywhere is coming. So do you really that you heard each and every aspects of that particular portion from a particular human, from a particular man? No, it is not. Because you were not that much attentive. You were not that much focused. Because whatever you are focusing, that is only in your interest. So the thing is that this problem is also occurs. But effective listening, that is why I'm telling you again and again. If you are attentive, if you focus on your gist properly, then only you can have the effective listening. Now, remember the things from our side, from our childhood. What would be the first? Listening, of course. If you remember your days, babbling, right? That start babbling. Then you starts to acquire the sounds, try to speak something in a very blushy ways, and then you produce some chunks of that sound. So always listening is first. So any kind, as English is not our native language, first thing is that. The second thing is that we do not have that much exposure. What kind of the atmosphere we required to learn a language, what kind of the atmosphere we require to improve our language, to enhance our compatibility, that kind of the atmosphere, no doubt we are lacking. But at the same time, nowadays this OTT platform provides a lot of opportunities to have the interactions with the language. So the listening comes first, then speaking, then reading, and then writing. So definitely, if you are a good listener, And if you from your childhood, if, what I can say, if you are a good listener, then you will definitely a good learner. Now, some are the objectives always be there of listening. Why we listen something? Why we should watch a movie? We are going to talk about the educational films as well in our next part. Why we are discussing that? To learn. The Freud always asked that if you want to be a good learner, then you have to listen a good things. So the main thing, we are listening the films, the chunks, the songs from a very good singers from the Hollywood. There are the purpose. Some use that one for their fund of, they enjoyed that one. That is why they are using. Another part, what we are exactly, we want that you learn as well as you enjoy. For the students, it is very essential, because if the students are not interested to learn, they don't want to listen you, then whatever from your side is going to be delivered, that would be haphazard. It is not going to be some point, at some level. So that is the main point. The second thing is that to increase one's understanding. How it could be possible? By listening. See, I would like to share one example, and I'm very fortunate. I have done a work to teach through video commercial advertisement at XYZ students in particular college. I have experienced. What happens in some colleges, in some areas, the English are in marginal position at the initial stage. But once they are in the field, once they entered into that particular scenario, then they come to know that, oh my God, what is this happening? We have the knowledge. We have the core knowledge. We have the particular, the content, information related to our branch. But how to express it? How to face that interviewers? And at that time, they were too much confused. But somehow, with the help of musics, authentic materials like commercial video advertisements, we designed a little bit crash course, and at least they can communicate. So, to increase one's understanding, it plays a vital role if we talk about the music, advertisement, and the movies. To relieve one's boredom, that is the main thing for any classroom practitioner. What happens if you are using the grammar rules, if you are teaching the grammar rules, this is subject, this is object, this is verb, this is the agreement. Students at the initial stage, they enjoyed it. If you go for the drilling also, they'll enjoy it. But if these things happen again and again, it would be a difficult. And that is why we are using these tools to relieve one's boredom with the help, you can say, with the tool of movies and the music as well. I would like to share some research and the findings as well. 1/4 of our walking time is spent in listening. Have you ever think about that one? 1/4. It is a huge amount of that one for our routine life, our daily life. The second point is that research reflects that in public or at workplace, person spend about, that is 32.7% in listening. 32.7%. So we are listening lot and lot. 25.8 in speaking. When it comes to be a react, we are very less active. But at the time of the listening, we are active. Be noted. And 22.6 in writing. The effective listening is the most crucial part skills to become a good teacher as well as a learner. Effective listening is a crucial part that we know. But how we can remove that part, or how we can make it easier for us, for a teacher, for a learner as well. The main thing is that, the main concept is that if you are, as a teacher, if you are well planned, if you are well prepared before to enter into the classroom, then it is very, very less chances to feel like the students, from the student side, it would be some difficult, some monotonous, some boredoms, or that's what. Because you are interested and you have that glimpse at, or you have that corner from which side the students can get feel bored. And if you have designed that things in the proper way, then there are the less chances for that one. It demands attentions, interpreting, remembering the sounds. And if you are well planned, if you are well aware with that one, then definitely you will strike only that thing, this which thing is students are going to understand, which things students are going to catch directly from your side. And because of that, so on, these things will go in a very smooth manner, in a very easy manner. Now, some importance of the listening also we are going to talk. Communication is not complete without effective listening. A good listener, learner, more than an indifferent listener. How it happens? Let's have an example. If you are watching a movie, Life of Pi, if you are watching a movie, Star Wars, if you are watching a movie, Beauty and the Beast, the name of these movies which I'm referring, that is based on almost novels, that is almost on the base of some literature background. What happens if you attentively watch that movie? You will have some glimpses. Even though I'm damn sure about that one, each and every words we can't get from that movie, but the gist will definitely going to impress us. So a good listener learns more than an indifferent listener, because you are attentive, you are from the background, and that is why you can be a more attentive. A good listener learns to detect prejudice, assumptions, and attitudes. Yes, this is what the I would like to refer the name of Sigmund Freud, right? Psychological theorism. So what happens? Whatever you are listening, you have to take as a part of knowledge. You have to deal it. You are getting something new, something innovative. Then only you can learn. Suppose if I'm talking about the Beauty and the Beast novel, so it is written from the foreign writer. And if you have the prejudice that, oh my God, the Britishers ruled over on India, and why we are watching this kind of the movie, and why we are listening this kind of, the chunks. This is only the part of example, but if you have the prejudice or any kind of the assumptions or the attitudes, that is not going to work. So always try to be a learner whenever you are dealing with this kind of things. There are 3 basic steps which we really focused. The first one is hearing. Hearing is just means listening enough is to catch what the speaker is saying. That is watching a news. While we are watching a news, I think it is almost 20 minutes, 25 minutes, or 30 minutes throughout. The constant you are watching news. But if any person asks you what was in news, and you sum up that whole the news within 2 to 3 minutes, is that so? Yes, friends, that is the reality. That is a part of hearing. Because what are the major things? The things which you love, the things which you like, you involve that only. You listen that only. You listen that only. I'm using that word. I'm not using the word hearing. Total news you heard, but you listen what you love. And you summarize that 2 to 3 minutes what you actually, for what you are interested. So that is a part of hearing. Understanding. The next part of listening happens when you take what you have heard and understood in your own way. Suppose sometimes what happened to discuss about the British Empire, it makes the flossy nosy hilipilifications. So the initial part you will definitely understand. But the words which I used in object, it is something beyond the limit. It is something new to you. And that's why what happens? You will numb. You cannot express, you cannot understand the things. My main point is that if the things is in lucid manner, if you can understand that things in the proper manner, then only you can go for the next steps of the listening. Whether it is a matter of in terms of a movie, whether it is in terms of sound, whether it is in terms of music, or any kind of the tools. Suppose you can take the video commercial advertisement or the any kind of the authentic things. So the word which I used, flossy nosy hilipilification, that creates trouble. And definitely that is why you are not going to interpret that whole the statement, the whole world. If the same thing which I discussed in the last slide, if you heard something from the news and if you say to someone, it would be in 2 minutes. But the same example I am repeating in this sample also, talk about some news in details. Now that would be the question. Because you are using the word details. And if you are using the word detail, it means that whatever the things you are getting from the news reporter, the anchor, you have to talk about that one. So you have to understand first, and then you have to react. You have to explain to someone. So the major part is understanding as well. And the third one, judging. These 3 points which I am discussing, it is related to our educational film, how we can utilize. I am just taking an example of the as a part to have a discussions, a news. But the same thing happens with the movies as well. Judging. After you are sure that you have understood what the speaker has said, think about whether it makes sense. Do you believe what you have heard? That is the sign of a good listener. Judging someone. In social medias, we have many informations, many news. And if you introspect, if you go in detail about the reality of that news, then you start to think about that one. Oh my God, it is not going to be happen. It would be not like that. So that is the sign of a good listener. Let's have an example for that one movie. If you watch a movie, Beauty and the Beast, what happens? First, you will talk about, if anyone asks you about it, how was the movie, and you will directly react about that one. There was a prince, he was cursed, he just captured the princess, and then all the things happen. That is the initial stage. But if someone asks you to talk about that movie in detail, then you will start to recollect the all things which you watch on the screen, and then you start explanation. If you are a good listener, then only you can have the better exposures towards the explanation point of views, and then judging the same movie. If you are talking about that one, to judge someone, to judge the movie, then that would becomes a critical approach, because each and every angle, each and everything you are going to discuss in details. You are going to think about that all the things in detail, and once you have that detail, then only you can judge whether it would be fit as what the thing said in the novel. So if you came across the novel, if you heard about the novel, if you listen properly, because we have the many gadgets, many tools nowadays in online which provides you the platform to the audible novels. So if you came across that kind of the platforms, and if you listen that all the things in the proper manner, then you can react properly. So these are the major concepts for the listening. Active listening, there are the 5 steps which we are going to discuss: hearing, filtering, comprehending, remembering, and responding. We have discussed about the hearing. But in the part of filtering, what happens? Whether the things, what you heard, what you listen, is it appropriate? Is it good? It is exact? That would be the part of filtering. Then comprehending. Then you starts to understand the things. Then you starts to get the gist. And if you love it, if you like it, and if you interested, then you try to be remember. After that, whenever you have opportunity to talk about that one, you will respond. So these are the active things of listening. First, hearing, filtering, comprehending, remembering, and then responding. Now, talk about teaching with movies. Friends, nowadays, to provide the platform in a case, in a manner that you as well as your learner both have to enjoy that learning phase. And what would be the better other than the movies? Because what happens? I was talking about that one, Beauty and the Beast. I was talking about the guide is also. Let's talk about the Life of Pi. It is a recent movie, right? The movies which we are using. First thing is that before to talk about these things, I would like to discuss that as well. You have to be conscious about your target audience, whether it is at the initial stage, intermediate stage, or the advanced level. Whether you are dealing with the primary students, whether you are dealing with the higher secondary students, whether you are dealing with the undergraduate students, graduate students, master students, that you have to decide. That sample you have to decide. They loved, you have to also identify that one. Your students at that age particularly, they would love to watch a movie like frictional, non-frictional, autobiographical. That you have to also decide. If you know the taste of your learners, if you identify it in the proper manner, then the provided timings of your lectures or your session, it will flies. You won't believe that one. Because from the both the involvement is there. As a teacher, as a facilitator, you as well as a learner, your sample, your audience is also there. The first thing, encourage students to learn through the songs, music, recordings, and the movies. I would like to share one experience. Very eminent scholars in Gujarat who are near about 55 to 60, especially I'm talking about the fraternity in English. Mostly scholars, they studied not in India. 40% I can say, not mostly, but 40%. And I was fortunate that one, I have interacted before 6 months back, one of the personality. And we have some discussions related to this teaching of various tools. And he asked me that one, this generation is really too much, I can say, the master level. What happens? You can think about that one. Definitely, it would become the monotonous for them. So for them, you have to give some movies, right? Suppose like Life of Pi is there. So they can identify the things. They can learn the things with the background. If you have interacted with the students and if you have some glimpses, then they will become automatically curious to understand. They will automatically motivate themselves. What was there in the movie? What would be there in the movie? So the major thing is that students could pay more attention only then if the movies is appropriate, if the real interest or the real sense which they love, you have to provide them in that corner only. That is also the true things. What are the benefits of teaching through the movies? Simple one thing is that we have experienced the chalk and talk method. If you talk about the chalk and talk method, the teacher enters into the classroom, he has interactions with the students at some level, writes something on the blackboard, try to explain it, students copied it and finished. Then that would be part of exercise. And if you remark the face of the students, and in case of in the noon session, oh my God, it would be some dangerous for as a teacher to face that situation. But at the same time, if you provide them something, a part of movies, and ask them, we are not going to do anything, let's talk about something related, just you can talk about the movie as a part of background and leave on the students. What happens? Two things definitely is going to work. One, the curiosity for the students. Sir or the ma'am asked about that one, oh my God, so it would be a very better or it would be something like that one. So the curiosity leads them to learn a language, and that is indirect process. The second thing which I am going to talk about that one, if the students involved with interest, then you will get definitely the better result. As we know that if you learn anything with the level of interest, if you learn anything with the base of interest, you enjoyed it. And that condition, that situations we want in a learning procedure, in a teaching procedure. If this happens, then you will definitely get the benefit of these things. The other benefits, if we talk about that one, the accent, the lexical approach, or we can talk about the pronunciation, right? It will definitely improve because the learner directly confront with the sound and heard that sound as it is said in the first language. The main thing is that this becomes a practical approach. How many we experience that one whenever we are teaching the pronunciations with the phonetics, and how much result we get? Is it a question mark? Because there are point of chances for the mispronunciation, because we are using the signs and symbols for that one. And in this case, if you listen this one practically, then you learn, you accumulate, you cop up, you try to cop up with that situations, and once the word is strike to your brain, then you try to react on that word. So definitely it will automatically improve your pronunciation. Your, as a teacher, as a facilitator, your major duty is that provide a feedback, whether it is good or bad. Don't talk about that one. But the student attempt that, it is appreciative. So always provide a feedback on that one. And then don't ask directly the mistakes. From your side, the same word with proper corrections, sound it, speak it, and try to you can try and then the generate interest among the students. There are some activities, there are some other tools as well which you can use in your teaching methods while you are using this kind of the approach. These are some benefits at the initial stage. Now let's talk about phase 2 develop in order to succeed. How we can get the better result, how we can make it very interesting with a very good output. Plan your class and anticipate the possible problem. The preparation is very essential because you have to be very conscious about that one. What are the target students? What kind of their interest of level? How they enjoyed it? What are the possibilities? So this all the preparation helps you for a good result. The second thing is that find the correct movie or scene according to the student's age. As we have discussed that thing, at the primary level or at the UG level, if you provide a movie, if you provide them as per their choice, then only they will enjoy. But if it would be not like that, then it would be a troublesome for the teacher or as a facilitator. Suppose at the undergraduate level, the frictions, scientific frictions, if you provide them one, like the movies like Avatar, right? It helps you a lot. Why it helps you a lot? Because students will get the interest. They try to be involved in that movie. And once they involve in that movie, they will definitely enjoy the learning phase, which is not conscious process. It is completely unconscious, but they enjoyed it. They learn about that one. The next point, show the movie with academic purpose. The name which I mentioned for the movies, you can remark that it is whether it is from the novel or whether it is from the autobiographical or the friction, scientific friction, which can help the learner to learn that the thing which you as a learner or as a facilitator or as a teacher, you have to keep in mind that with the approach based, basically choose the movies which students came across directly or indirectly, or that kind of the movies you can have from the novels, from the literature part. If they came across the background even in the past as well, then automatically the curiosity works, and that motivates students to have the interactions to watch that kind of the movies. The two things happens over here. One, the learning procedure, and second thing, in that learning procedure they accumulate language as per their interest. That is a major part. So these are the phases which you have to involve. Now let's talk about some activities among the students, how we can make or how we can get the output with our objectives. The activity which can create an interest among the students, like questions. If you encountered with the movie Life of Pi, or if you encountered with the movie like Beauty and the Beast, you can talk about that one. You can questions about that one. Who was the protagonist? Who was the villain character? Who was the princess or the queen? How the curse works? So this kind of the questions can helps you whether the students to get the idea about that, whether the students are getting what exactly you want or not, whether they improved the quality, whether they listen properly or not, whether they focused on that on that concept or not. That thing helps you a lot. The dialogues. Ask students whatever you are just you have listened from the movie. The most favorite dialogues or the whatever the dialogues you loved, say something about that one or try to copy that dialogue in your words. If student has a words, then there would be no issue. But if students are facing a trouble, then try to imitate the words from that movie. So it is also the major point. Debate. The concept of that movie, you can correlate with the present scenario. You can create a title and then you can use this method of a discussions or the debate on that particular movie. Role play. Students know that when after watching a movie, the main character or the protagonist or the villain from that movie, provide a role of that character, whether it is a protagonist, which they enjoyed a lot, students, or the villain role. Because at that time, they try to be act like that person. They try to be behave like that person. They try to be use the language, what kind of used in that movie. And that helps a lot to learn the language for the students. And then you can use as a tool worksheets. By that, you can have an idea how the idea or the concept or what kind of new things or the other things students learn through the movies. So these are the major thing you can talk about that one. Sometimes what happens, if the students are not getting the movies, right? That is difficulties in understanding the movies. The context, the major part to understand any kind of the movie in a proper manner, the context. Some are the offbeat movies from the literature itself, from the novels itself. So you have to use the movies in that sense. The language, right? Why I'm talking about the language level? Sometimes what happen, in some classical movies, old English is used. Suppose if we talk about Hamlet, Othello, and those all, then there would be the problem. The language in the film, culture and the context. Suppose if you are from the Indian culture, then if you talk about the novel like A Life of Pi, that would be a very much beneficiary for the learner because they have already the concept of our Indian cultures. The what kind of the possible activities we can use in a classroom. So we can design this kind of watching a film. First major thing is that, then before watching, while watching, and after watching. These three things you can discuss, you can plan accordingly. Before watching, just have the introductions of a vocabulary, grammar, what kind of the usage happened in the movies, some clues you can provide to the students, context and the stories, focus on attention and interesting points, and some kind of the expectations as well. At the time of watching a movie, what the activities are possible. So the listening, the conversations, the dialogue deliveries, interactions with the dialogues, main thing, subtitles and taking notes. You can ask your students to have a notes from that movies, and then if you have any questions or query, you can discuss about that one. And after the watching movie, the importance point of the actions, you can give the activities like that one, the vocabulary which they remembered. Then there would be a part of practice or the oral language, practice some grammar indirectly, learn about the specific content, what they have learned from that content. At the end, at the concluding sessions, the three things I would like to discuss, that is, choose the movie based on novel, because it provides both the knowledge, literary part as well as the cinematography part. The second thing, choose the favorite among the target audience, which would be a favorite one as per the taste of your audience. And the third one, animated movies can help a lot. Nowadays, we can identify the things. It is a scenario, it is a revolutions in the animations, and that works a lot because from every group of a learner, they can enjoy that animated movies. So try to take your students in that corner also, so they can enjoy it. And at the last, I would like to say that movie can be the effective tools for the students to learn with interest. And as we know that one, if the students have an interest, if they are curious, then definitely the facilitator or the teacher will get its better output. Thank you very much.